Good morning. Hey y'all. It's me again. So we are on day 2 of my sleeve journey. This is technically day 8 since I've had the surgery, but this is day 2 of my recording. So they give you yesterday I went over and I kind of explained what made me choose to have the surgery, and didn't really go into detail, but said how I've tried things to try to lose weight, and unfortunately wasn't able to lose the amount of weight that they wanted me to lose. Not sure if I mentioned it, but the surgeon said 89 pounds is what they would like to see me lose, but they would be extremely happy and satisfied with 70 pounds. So I'm just gonna go and see like what I'm comfortable with. I don't think I want to lose 89 pounds. As y'all can see, I have a big head. So being too small with a big head, as much as I love Tweety Bird, I don't want to look like Tweety Bird because my feet are not that small either. So it's not my goal. But whatever it is for me to be healthy, and get rid of the intracranial hypertension symptoms, then I'll be satisfied. So this morning, what I did so far was I got up. I had to take my daughter to the bus stop. School is back in session. For those of you who know, Diva is going back to school, y'all. High school days. Lord have mercy. I can't believe it. I remember when my baby was just born and the doctors was fighting to wash her hair. Who was going to wait to wash her hair? So, yeah, I'm just happy and satisfied with my daughter and her schooling and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Sorry. Sidetrack. Sometimes I go off. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Hey, this is me. That's why this is, my channel is just me being me. This outside of the wife, outside of the mom. This is me. This is who Sharice is. But so I took the baby to school, to the bus stop. So far, I have taken my vitamins. So one thing about getting the bariatric surgery, you do have to take vitamins for the rest of your life. There are a lot of people who I have come across, whether through internet videos or people that I've met in like different support groups and stuff like that. They speak about the bad. And not everybody who has had a bad experience, because everybody's experience is, different. But a lot of times people who had a bad experience, I've learned to ask the question, what have you done since the surgery? Have you been following what you were supposed to follow since surgery? And a lot of people who have negative things to say about it, they don't take their vitamins. They don't do their follow-ups. Like, this is a true lifestyle change. This isn't a cosmetic surgery where you go and you get the body shape that you want and stuff like that. It's not that. Not that I knock anything like that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But this is not that. So there are things that you have to follow for the rest of your life. And if you follow them, you should be good, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Everybody is different. It all depends on the person and their other health issues. I am not a licensed professional. This is just what I am finding in my own research and talking to my doctors and asking the questions that I have. That is the advice that I would give to any and everybody. Please follow what the doctors say. Don't stop going to your follow-up appointments just because you've lost the weight, just because you feel like, oh, I'm good, I'm where I need to be. You will forever need that support. So my doctor was very honest with me and told me that sometimes when you have the sleeve, after about 2 years, those cravings start coming back. And that's around the time where a lot of people re-stretch out their stomachs. However, if you are still going to your appointments, your yearly, because after you get your surgery and you heal, your appointments become annually. So if you're going to your annual appointments, they'll still be running your blood work to check your levels and see what's there. You'll be getting your weight checked. So you'll be able to notice, and the doctor will notice and let you know if it's something that you don't notice. Hey, this is off. Maybe you should try this. You're gaining a little bit of weight back. Let's try these different things. Hey, maybe you lost a little bit of weight. Too much weight. Let's try these things. So that's why, in my opinion, the annual follow-up appointments are so important. Okay. Trying to keep these videos at 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. So one of the things that you have to do prior to the surgery, going through the clinic that I went through here in Maryland, you have to pick your vitamins. You have to let them know what vitamins you're going to pick, and you have to purchase your vitamins prior to your surgery date. I wanted to do Bariatric Advantage. You have to get the chewables. So Bariatric Advantage, I was only able to find the calcium pills and chewable, not pills, vitamins and chewable. I wasn't able to find the multi-vitamins and chewable. So, I have the Bariatric Advantage calcium, and then I have the multivitamins and the Bariatric Fusion. So the Fusion, I'm being honest with y'all, I have not done this, and I need to try my best to do it. Like I told y'all yesterday, I am still struggling with my liquid intake. I am also still struggling with the vitamins. I am at least taking 2 to 3 of my vitamins a day. But for the multivitamin with the iron, they want me to take it 4 times daily. I have only been taking it, I've taken it about 3 times most days. The Bariatric Advantage chewable for calcium, you're supposed to take these 3 times a day. I've taken them once or twice most days. So I take the vitamins every day. I just haven't taken the right amount, and I need to do better with that, and I'm holding myself accountable as of today, August the 27th, that I will do better. But these are the vitamins that I take. You cannot take these vitamins together. You have to take them at least 2 hours apart. So this morning I've already taken my multivitamin with the iron. That was at 7 o'clock. At 9 a.m., I'm going to take my calcium. As long as you have the multivitamin with iron, you don't need to take extra iron vitamins unless your doctor prescribes you to do that. Again, this is what I was told going through my process. I am not a health provider. I'm just sharing my experience. So always, 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 always speak with your health provider first. Like I told y'all yesterday, I do have to take, it's actually 1,500 milligrams of a wort of acetazolamide. I always say that wrong. I don't know. But I usually take 2,000, and that's because my migraines were so bad. Now that my migraines are not as bad and they're going away, I can bring that down to 1,500, and hopefully, as I lose more and more weight, I can start taking less and less. So, I'm not going to show my information. But if you could see that right there, this is what I take. Hope you were able to get the name. If not, I will definitely type it in. These are capsules. Sorry. I take 1 in the morning, 2 in the evening. Since I just had the surgery, it is best that I get out of the capsule and then take my medicine. Not sure what I can show on YouTube and what I can't, so I'm not going to show me taking my medicine. But I just wanted to show y'all what I take for the intracranial hypertension. That is to control the headache portion of that. Another thing that I have to do to prepare my day, for those of you who know me from our CJ and Sharice channel, you know that I have a beautiful sister by the name of Sonia. She is the review queen, the essence of Sonia. Y'all may hear me reference her and a few others quite often. I'm going to try not to name people, but when you have such a strong circle and connection with people, sometimes it's a little hard, especially for me, because I just tell what it is. So yeah, but I'll definitely try not to name anybody, because I never want, I think it's best. I ain't gonna go into all of that. My brother AJ could be like, Sharice, you always explaining something. Shut up. So, you know. Sonia purchased this bottle for me when I came home from the hospital. I'm supposed to have 48 to 64 ounces of water a day. So 48 to 64. The first couple of days, I'm going to rinse this again. I've already rinsed it out once. I mean, I washed it this morning and then I had it sitting here. That's why you see it's kind of wet. I'm just going to rinse it again. The first couple of days, they was telling me, you know, drink room temperature. I have found that drinking room temperature water is extremely hard for me, makes it extremely hard for me to get the water down. I am in my 7 to 14 day phase. So I am in my protein shake phase. So I have to drink 3 to 4 protein shakes a day, plus get at least 48 ounces of water down. So I have to put a little bit of ice in my water to make it cool, so that I get it all down. So y'all hear me putting some ice in there. I'm gonna grab 3 bottles of water. Sorry for the pause. I know that some doctors are different, but because I am struggling with getting down my liquids, my doctor has told me to focus on getting my fluids in, because we want to avoid dumping. Dumping is when you become dehydrated, and that can lead to other problems, including, you know, being back in the hospital. We don't want that. So I'm actually going for a follow-up today, and I'm going to try to put my big girl pants on and ask my surgeon if I can record a little bit of my follow-up. Let me see what she say. So I filled my bottle up with 3 bottles of water. Since there's some ice in there, it's a little under the 64 ounce. They want you to take sips every 5 to 10 minutes. Again, each doctor is different. My doctor told me she wants me to walk around with this in hand, or with, you know, some type of bottle in hand. And I have to set a timer on my phone. I haven't changed my timer since we left. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't changed my timer since I left the hospital. And in order for me to leave the hospital, she made me set a timer, and I had to finish a cup of fluids that I had when I was there, and she made me to promise that I would continue to do that when I got home. Again, I was already there for an extra 2 days, so she, she was trying to help me. So I have my timer. My timer is set to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I hit start. But since I am in my protein phase, I'm going to sit my fluid to the side. I am going to step off camera to take my medicine. So I'm here, but give me a second. Again, I don't know the rules on YouTube. Ooh. And this is the medicine that I need to take every day. That's my acetazolamide. Acetazolamide. Child, I give up. I'm gonna grab my protein shake. I love these. These are really good. It gives me 22 grams of protein. I can tell you that the dietitian had sent me some protein water options. Because again, since they say that, I'm gonna go sit down, y'all. I'm getting tired. I can tell you, oh, excuse me. I think I may have took too big of a gulp. And that's something else that you have to be careful of. Sorry, I got y'all moving all over. Oh, I forgot my shake. So they tell you to take a sip, but you can't literally take a sip because that'll cause gas. And that's something that I don't want to experience. Y'all have to excuse my ghetto setup because I don't really have a setup. Again, it's just me being me. You can't take you can't take an actual sip because that can cause like that GERD or acid reflux or gas or whatever. Oh, I dropped y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, child. I know somebody gonna have something to say. I'm sorry. And then you can't take too big of a gulp because then that also puts like, it's a feeling right here in this area, and it feels like it's stuck. And although it's fluid, it feels like it almost feels like a pill or something that's stuck in your throat. It's not a good feeling, and it doesn't go away just like that. It doesn't stay long, but it's not like a 1, 2. It's there and it's uncomfortable. So you have to be careful with that as well. But what was I saying? Oh, so the vitamin waters. My dietitian, she gave me some option for some vitamin waters. Another thing that I think is important to share, and I think that everybody should also, if you choose to have this procedure, make sure you talk to your surgeon and your dietitian, because the dietitian is the one who should be giving you all of this information, and then your surgeon should be able to confirm it for you, because of course they know what's best, but that's what the dietitian is there for. Anywho, fluids is what's more is the main thing. That's like the number one important thing. And that's because you want to stay hydrated. You don't want to go into what they consider the dumping phase. Dumping phase is when you are up chucking, tired, uh anything dehydration does to your body. That is what that is. So you want to avoid that. But the protein is also very, very important, because what was explained to me by my surgeon is when they go in and they staple, when they cut the stomach and then they, staple everything up, what helps heal the inside is that protein. The protein is going to help heal everything that goes along, because there's something that it's a leakage that can happen. It's not something that happens very often. And when she was in there and once they cut my stomach and they stapled me up and they did the test, I did have a leakage. So they had to, do some extra stapling. Um, excuse me. And when she told me that like that has been my biggest thing. I want to make sure that I get protein in, because I want to heal internally. Because my thing is, if I have a leak on the inside and it doesn't show you, you don't have any signs or symptoms that tell you that right away, I don't want to be leaking and don't know until it's too late, because she said that is something that can end up being fatal. So you want to make sure you get your protein in. So always, in my opinion, ask them about the protein water. Protein water is not something that I have seen in the stores in my area, but the dietitian did send me 3 options that are highly recommended from the office here in the clinic that I went, the bariatric center that I went to here in Maryland. And I chose to order the water from Celebrate. I think it is. I think it's Celebrate. So I've ordered, they come in cases of 4. It's $13.99 or $14.99 a case, I believe. And I got 7. I started off with 7 or 8 packs of 4 to see how I like them, and then I would, order some more, because that's my timer. So I have to hit repeat. So I'll take my swig now. I should have opened it so I didn't have to do it. It's not bad, but it damn sure ain't a scrapple egg and cheese sandwich. Now I forgot what I said. Oh, so I ordered the vitamin water from there. The other 2 options were from Amazon. And being transparent and very honest, the reason why I didn't choose those options, I'm going to try those, but in that moment in time and what I had going on, it was best for me to try the Celebrate, because they're on Shop Pay and you don't pay up front with Shop Pay. You can pay in full. And I am somebody who enjoys the pay in fulls, because sometimes I just need that. Yes, I do. Don't judge me. Judge yourself. But those pay in full options are there. Thank you, Lord, for creating them. So that is why I chose that brand. I'm going to see how I like them. Amazon is also, you can do pay in full on Amazon as well, going through Afterpay. But with Afterpay, you pay up front. Again, in that moment in time, that wasn't on my list. I had other things on my list. So I had to make sure I did. When you have things going on, you gotta put things in different boxes and categories, move and do what you gotta do. Point blank, period. So I will try the Walmart brands. And I'll come and I'll have those in the videos. The waters I ordered will be here tomorrow. So I will probably have those in my video tomorrow because I've been drinking the protein shakes and they're okay. But the one thing I don't really like, sorry to be too graphic, the bowel movements. I'm finally going to the bathroom, and that's a wonderful thing. I don't really like what it's doing to my stomach. Sometimes, you know how when you take a laxative and you get that cramping in your stomach? That's kind of what I'm starting to get from the protein shakes, which is weird. This is just starting to happen after the surgery because I started drinking protein shakes and doing the liquid stuff and just making sure that I would be able to handle it after surgery. And it didn't do anything for me. Excuse me. So I want to do the protein waters to make sure I'm getting in my fluids and my proteins and my protein as much as possible. And then day 14 is next Monday, which is Labor Day. I can start my puree stage. That's when I think the videos will get a little bit more interesting. I may not record many more of these videos because I don't want to bore you. But I just wanted to put some of this information out there as far as like what my day-to-day has been since the surgery and coming home from having the surgery. So I'm already at 26 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. I don't want to make it too long. Again, I am doing this to just share my journey, hoping to connect with others who have been on the same journey, and maybe we can just be there to support, each other through the comments and have conversations about it. Because again, there have been times, and still to this day sometimes, where I have felt alone. And coming to the YouTube platform, when I say felt alone, I mean as far as like if I'm going through something, I felt like, damn, I know I'm not the only one going through this. But at the same time, damn, why am I the only person going through this? Because I didn't have nobody to talk to. It's easier to talk to people who have been through it, going through it, completely healed from it, versus talking to people who've never experienced it at all. Because when you talk to people who haven't experienced it, the only thing that they can say is, oh, wow, I'm sorry. Like they can be that listening ear, but they don't have 100% of an understanding. So I'm going to end this here. My mommy is calling. She's probably calling to check on me. I will see y'all maybe tomorrow if I can think of maybe something else interesting. I hope these videos are not too long or too boring. But I will see y'all soon. Love everyone. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them because tomorrow is not promised. I love each and every one of you. And remember, overcome your trauma, your struggles, your battles. Don't let it overcome you. You are strong. You are beautiful. And you got this. And yes, I'm talking to men and women because men are beautiful as well. Bye, y'all.